Well, here we are out at the Farley Center, and we are here for our AAPI Heritage Month series, and I'm so excited to be here with Yee, who's going to share with us about her farm and her story. So Yee, I would love if you could introduce yourself and just share about your story and how you
Yes,
ended up here at the Farley Center
yeah.
farming.
So my name is Yee Ythao. It's my last name is Ythao. Um, I know of the farm since 2009 when Dr. Farley, Farley introduced that he had this idea about farming, green cemetery and all that. So I was in the board and that's how oh, sorry, that's, I don't
That's
know.
okay.
Um, And so I know about, and we couldn't find farmers, so I become one of the farmer.
And you said you were one of the original farmers here too?
Yes, because farm was the kind of like the first one that he grew before the farm. It become a farm incubator, but then after we were trying because we had some grant from the for the USDA to do a farm incubator with as many farmer as we can, to grow on a 20-acre here. So we couldn't find farmer because most people don't want to share equipment. I don't think they have experience, especially Southeast Asia and immigrant people that have moved here because
Mm-hmm.
the lab or language and communication was hard, so we couldn't find farmer. So in 2012, I I want to farm. And so I say, okay, I'll farm. And me and one are one of the original board member too. So we sit on the board, we grow here. Since COVID, I haven't grown due to my dad's Alzheimer, my mom's elderly, her knees are real bad. My two daughters went to college. I had to work a second job to provide for their college. So my daughter is graduating in May. So that's like this year I try to come back and also trying to buy my own farm. Um, and I've been looking for the last year, but every piece of property that I try to offer, somebody got it before me.
Oh, counter
Or they
offers.
offer like 30 to 50,000 more than the original price, and farmer doesn't make that much and it's not worth it, so I let it go. But I'm gonna keep trying until I can have my own land. I have a house right and really close to downtown Madison, so it's about 15 minutes for me to drive from my house to the Farley Center. Yeah, and I used to grow in here um and tomato, so we this is how we do tomato trellis. um, we put the tomato. So the farmer that like to grow in hoop house is because you can get a head start. So you can get your tomato to the farm market by June. If you grow outside, then you cannot really get your tomato at the end of July or August. So a lot of the farmer here, we like to grow tomato in here. I don't know. Probably the next week or so, some of the farmer will probably put tomato down.
Yeah.
Usually, when we want to do it by April 15, we put tomato down. So by June, the end of June or June, we will get tomato out. But this year, because I coming back this year, we have some of the farmer have a lot of transplant in here. We have zucchini, a lot of tomato. Um, so a lot of the farmer put a lot of seed together and then they retransplant it to each individual because lack of space. So that's why the farmer had to do it this way. And so the germinate will be good. And then it looks like there's somebody got some bok choy that is ready to be eating right now and carrot next to it. So the bok choy is ready to go.
Wow,
Yeah.
so early.
Yeah.
Before we can even plant outside.
Yep. So it looks like the some of that zucchini is ready to go out into the. Somebody got really head start on the either zucchini or some kind of squash.
Yeah.
It looks like it's ready to go on the ground. So, but it's kind of too early for. If they put it on the ground, they probably had to cover it with the roll cover,
Mm-hmm.
the white stuff, so it doesn't. So if we get a night that is lower than 32, it doesn't die.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I loved what you were saying about your just why you farm. Do you want to share a little bit about that? Just you were sharing how.
Yes, I found because in Wisconsin you can never really find the food that you grow in your home country, right?
Mhm.
So like you cannot, because we eat lemongrass almost every day with every food that we cook, and hot peppers especially, and you just miss your country. So you want to grow the food that you usually grow in your home country and you usually get to eat. So we grow lemongrass, jicama. We able to succeed grow jicama here, lemongrass, Thai chili pepper, which is we go. My family go through about 7 to 50 pounds a year, so we had to grow a lot of that and harvest it, freeze it, and then it take us a year, and then we got new one. And then lemongrass, the same case. We soak our stock right now. So right now I have some at my house, and it will be ready to go on the ground in like the first week of May or the second week of May. So right now I have some soak. So you basically just buy a stock from an Asian market. You cut it in about 6 inch, and then you just basically soak in a cup, put it in your table at home, and then by May you just put it in the ground because and then it will just germinate. So one start you were able to get about. It depends if how much you take care of it,
Mhm.
and if you know how, it can produce about 5 to 15 pounds for you.
Wow, that's a
Eat
lot
from one start.
from just one.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's why we like to grow on lemongrass. Well, I done it before with lemongrass. You can take the whole lemongrass, put it in a pot, and then water it throughout the winter at home, and then cut it down, and then cut it into that 6 inch again and soak it and regrow. So you want to keep it organic. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So you started that, and will that go into the hoop house or that goes into the
And
outside?
straight outside.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And do you have how much space do you grow on here?
Before COVID, I grew about 2 acre here. And then I have 4 other acre in a different location because we had a lot of farmer, so we couldn't. We had to share the land with other farmer too. So a lot of the farmer here, they had different space and different land. Um, and now Farley Center had the upper land, which is we bought 2 years ago. That is now certified organic. We have it. This is the third season already. So I think last year they already started growing on the upper land that we bought 3 years ago, and so now we have more land. So
Wow.
so we had uh, about 60 acre that we bought 3 years ago, and the forest center originally had about 40 or more. I don't remember, and then somebody donate a nice couple donate 20 acre down here for us. So total we had over 100 something acre here.
Wow. And how much are you personally, are you
So I'm
growing all
coming
by
back.
yourself on 2 acres? Is that just
I
you?
Yeah, if I that's possible.
Yeah.
But at the time, my mom and my dad usually help me.
Yeah.
But it's doable by me by myself. I can grow food on a 2 acre all by myself
Yeah.
and sell all by myself.
That's a lot of work.
Yes, it's to me. It's because I'm so passionate about it.
Hmm.
It's more a hobby to me. It's that I love to do. It's more like it's like I told you before. And people, the dirtier I get, the happier I feel.
I can
So
relate to that.
yeah, so like if I go home, I'm dirty and my hands dirty and my knees dirty. That's when I feel really happy. It's like yeah, it's more like passion to like a lot of the farmer. You cannot grow that for a living. You can anybody in America cannot really, even commercial people that they grow on like 100 acre and they use a lot of machine. One of them spouse still had to kind of like provide them a different income, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I hoping that even the food price we cannot afford now, I hoping we can farmer can start making a living on growing food, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so, and I think because we don't people don't go don't buy enough local,
Hmm.
which is like I think if we grow, for example, we grow, but I think we can only sell what we grow about 70%, 50% of the time, that the food that we actually grow here in Wisconsin, personally from experience. So I think if we have more local people supporting and buying local, CSA is a great thing. I used to have CSA when we start one, and we had a lot of members, like 175, and then we divide it into two. So I have my own, he has his own, he still have it, he still probably have 100 member or more in his CSA. And so when I got my own land, I will probably go back and do a CSA too. So that is to help your farmer get started in the season. So you basically invest a certain amount of money for that farmer to grow your food throughout the season and give it to you, and you usually you actually win at the end, because you actually for me, actually I actually get the people that my CSA member more food than what they pay for. So
it's actually really good.
So and you get whatever new that the farmer harvest that week, so and
so when you start back up, if people want to support you and join your CSA, how would they get in touch with you?
But probably in the next couple years, when if the Farley Center, I will probably still be connecting with them. And they will probably will be on that website too. I think one's still on there. A couple other people that do CSA still on there. All of us contact, everything still be on there. So if they just check Farley Center, look for CSA, when I start back up, it will still be there.
Okay, so Farley Center. We can put that link in the comments too, so if anybody's looking.
And they don't have to go with me. There's other great farmers that if they need the support right now, to grow, because to invest in the beginning of the season, you have to buy all your seed, which is organic seeds are really expensive, and to buy everything in the beginning, because when the season hit by May, you had no time to shop.
No time.
You had to be at the ground. So all the farmer usually shop and buy everything and get everything ready by in the winter between like January to March, and then get everything. And so because by February to March, that's when they do transplant. And then when May hit, it's like the farmer don't want to talk to nobody. If you talk to people, then your vegetable will just suffer, and then pretty soon you had nothing to harvest. So you had to plant every couple of weeks. To me, like to stuff that grow real fast, and if you want to grow or to in order to have lemon, like to have cilantro in green all the time. Usually in green it's a little hard, but cilantro, I can see I had to reseed it, keep planting every 2 weeks in order for me to have lemongrass. And Juan was so like, why you have cilantro all year long? I said, because every 2 weeks I had to put more seed on the ground to catch up to, so I can give people throughout from May to until, because cilantro, even snow hit, and when they old enough, the frost doesn't kill them, so you can keep harvesting. You just lose the smell a little bit as soon as the frost hit them. You lost the smell. Like any green, even frost hit them, they will still be good until the snow covered them. Kills and everything, they still be good.
And you are sharing about some of your other family that grows here too. Do you want to share about that?
So my family know of the Farley family since 97. So he was a doctor in the community, and so we know them. And so he get land. He's been given this land for people, the community, to farm here for many years, since 97. So my family member, they actually grow here since 97. And they grow what they're able to grow at home, like sticky corn. They try rice here before. They have been able to grow rice, but usually we don't get the harvest because the bird love the rice. So whenever the rice ready, the birds see it before us. So but I think if we try to grow in one of the hoop house, we probably get to harvest. But I don't know. I don't think it will worth it. So we just try it out, and so some of my family member still grow here, family member, to this day. So,
and your vision for your own farm one day when you get it,
one
Oh, I
day when I
love
get it,
that. Do
I
you want to
want to
share about
do
that?
farm to table, um, and that's why I want a farm so bad. And one of my other things, I really know, I'm passionate about cooking too. And people that had known me and they had tried my egg rolls and other food that I make, um, they craving for it. So one of the things that I'm good at is cooking too. A lot of Asian women are passionate about sewing, not much about growing food anymore, sewing and cooking. So like that's why you see a lot of Asians around my belt because we love to cook. We love if you cook it, you have to eat it in order to make sure that it's good and give it to your customer, right? So the I always joke about if before you eat, you have to look at the cook if they round and nice and round. That's when
It's
it
good
tastes good.
food.
Yeah, you see a skinny person cooking? No, it's
No
not very
good.
not good. My sister is the inside joke with my sister and me. We look at the cook first and then we decide if we want to eat or not.
I love that.
So yeah, so when if I have my own farm, I'm hoping one of the in the next 5 years that I will have a farm to table where I will get to cook one of the day that just pick whatever I have on that week and cook farm to table. And then I also passionate about we're especially Southeast Asia right now. We don't have a lot of where like do they do catering, we're mostly Asian food. So one of the thing if I have my own farm, I will probably turn to a commercial kitchen and have kind of that kind of business too. So I don't want a job where I had to go out of my the property that I like and listen to being outside. It just I don't know, being outside is more my passion. So as soon as my family in May, they all say, "Why are you so dark already?" I say because I love to be outside. I just stay outside all day weeding, my garden. That's why I'm so dark already. so so different color tone for me from May to December, and then now this is probably my base
Your
color,
winter
and then
skin back.
yeah, and then and then in May I had different tone of color. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, keep us posted about your new farm, when you
yes,
get it. And in
yeah.
the meantime, for what you're growing here at the Farley Center this season,
Hmm.
what is your plan for it? Is it for your family or
Oh yeah,
you?
mostly will be for my
Hmm.
family
Hmm.
this year, because I hoping because I still had to work my job um in order to to ha- to to pay my house and save enough money to buy the farm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be farming part time, and only this year I'm coming back to a quarter acre.
Okay, so
Yeah,
a
it's
little
just
more manageable.
yes, because I will have to take care because my daughter-in-law is going to work, and I had to take care of my grandson too.
Yeah.
And then so the summer I don't I work for the Madison School District, so summer I don't work. I usually don't work the summer. So usually that's why I love farming the season where that's why I choose that job. So
Yeah.
I can have more full-time job farming in the summer,
Yeah, I mean the school year was
June,
designed so people could
yes,
work
June
outside of the
11th. I think
farm
June
and
13th is the last day of Madison School District this year. So yeah, and so I used to work at the hospital for the last 20 years,
mhm.
but because I thinking that I love farming more than that's why I changed my job to Madison School District now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the timing is perfect for me on that schedule.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Great. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful season and I
mhm.
know it sounds like you're so busy. So I'm glad you're
Yeah.
not farming 6 acres this year all by
No,
yourself.
I the most I have farm in the past is about 7 acre.
Okay. Wow, that's
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah. I
That's a
used to
lot.
go grow in uh two other location, Janet, and their property. I had about two acre on their property, and I had another 4 acre on the Patrick and Patrick O'Brien. Their property is like right outside of Fitchburg. I have 4 acre there, but then in one year I got flooded real bad. so I don't farm there anymore. And Janet, they sold their property, so I don't grow there anymore. So before COVID, I just grow about 2-3 acre here before COVID, and after that, I just
Took
had
a
to work
break.
2 jobs.
Yeah.
And then I had to take care of my parents.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Life gets so full sometimes.
Yes.
And I'm so glad that this season you'll be able to get back out into the
Yes,
field,
it's
into the
more.
outside.
Yeah,
And
I think people are healthier if they do what they like to do.
yeah, I loved how you were talking about how you can work 2 jobs and not be able to fall asleep at night, but when you
Yeah.
farm,
Oh no, it's
you
like,
can sleep.
yep. It's like I can work 2 jobs, or I can work a 12-hour shift at the hospital. I will come home and then I will lay down, and then I will say, did I forgot something, or if I forgot something, something will happen to my patients, or like I will hear machine beeping in my head. I couldn't sleep, and like, and then I will, even I work longer at the farm, I feel like I have the energy, and as soon as I take a shower, my head hit the pillow, I fall asleep. But I just couldn't. Yeah, so I think it's more passion to me, farming.
Yeah. Well, then that is exactly what you should be doing.
Yeah, so I still have some of my junk on here because I don't have enough space in my house. So I used to store to pick my tomato and put it in here to put it in the cooler.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you can put tomato. So the one that have bigger hole, like the sliced tomato or heirloom tomato, the one that is that smaller with the no hole is for more chili pepper. So I can store this in the
Just
cooler.
stack it up and
Yeah.
store it in a stack.
So yeah, you can store like and then put it in the cooler for like the next 2 weeks. So if you cannot sell all your tomato, you can it can last longer.
Keep it for longer.
Usually they won't allow you to. They say the tomatoes are bad if you put it in the cooler, but now everything go in the cooler, and you have to keep it at 30 degree for food safety. So it's bad in a certain way, but then you don't want to harvest 200-pound tomato and lose it in 3 days. Instead of you can keep it for 2 weeks. So yeah. So
well, Yee, thank you so much for taking the time to share some of your story with us and about your
and then if anybody's watching or know, or if you retire and you have land that you want to sell to somebody that will take care of the land and take care of the next 30 years, that I'm hoping that I will still be healthy in the next 30 years farming, please contact me or contact Farley Center so I can buy the property off you. If you're ready to retire and go somewhere and if you have attached to your place that you want to fall in a good hand, contact Farley Center, contact me. I would love to look at it and buy it and turn it into something nice.
Yeah, and all, this is a truly passionate farmer here, so support her in her search for some land. It sounds like she has such a beautiful vision and such a beautiful, passionate energy.
Yes, and I always had a lot of energy. People ask me why, and I say as soon as I turn 30, I start taking vitamins just to boost your body up, and you don't get enough sun in the winter, so you have to have vitamin D. So I usually take vitamins so usually I really not feeling tired. I have a lot of energy all the time. My kids always curious. My cousin, my family always curious why I have so much energy. Why I always get into everything and everything.
Oh, that's a good kind of a problem to have. So we'll put the contact information for the Farley Center and for Yee also in the comments. So please do connect if you have land or if you know of someone who has land that you think will be a good fit for you.
Yeah, if you want your land to go in a good hand the next 30 years, that's all I can promise, because I'm in my 40s, 45, 46 now, and so I'm hoping that I'll be farming until I drop dead. So I'm hoping the next good 20 to 30 years that I will still be at that property and put that land into good use. So mostly I will be farming certified organic. So all of that, and put it into a good use, and then some people, like, they want to pass on to something that they believe on. So I'm hoping that these will reach son of the
Yes.
Wisconsin, an hour away from Madison area.
Yeah.
Contact Sarah, contact Farley Center, contact me. I love
Yes.
to buy a land that I will turn into a good use. Yeah.
Contact any of us and we will connect you.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Yee, and I can't wait to see what the season brings for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you all also keep connected with the Farley Center to keep
Yes.
up with what Yee's doing, and if and when she starts her CSA up again, so you can support her in that way as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. And Yee, thank you so much.
Okay.
Any last thoughts you want to share before we close for today?
I think this year will be a good year. I think last year we had too much rain, but this year is a year of the snake, so I'm hoping it's better than last year.
Yeah.
Last year we had a lot of rain, so a lot of the farmers actually suffer.
Yeah.
But this year I think we will have a better year.
And the year before, no rain, so
yes.
we need to hit the medium this time around.
Yes. Yeah, support if you want to reach out, support some other farmer, reach out to Farley Center. I think there's a couple of CSA. Check that farmer's background and whatever who you want to support. Please support it. Support local farmer, buy local.
Yes.
As much as you can, so we can grow. We can so we don't have to have 2 jobs like me and still farm.
Yes.
So you can just farm full time.
Yeah, support your local farmers, everybody.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Yee, and thanks everyone out there for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Okay, thank you.